This is a Reate PLXT. I mean, it's a button lock, but technically I guess they call it a pivot lock, which it still makes sense. It is a pivot lock, so I'll call it a pivot lock, not a button lock. This is kind of an interesting size, and I'll get into why I'm saying that in a minute, but it is 6.9 overall length. It's Nitro V, black PVD finish. It's a 3-inch blade. This particular one has the micarta, and it is 4.4 ounces. And, you know, here's the box. Little magnetic thing like a lot of them do nowadays. It does have a microfiber cloth, and it does come with an extra spring. And there's 2 different extra screws, so I'm assuming it's just for covering a few different things. I don't know too many people that needs extra hardware for the whole knife, but I have gotten a few that were like that, and I definitely didn't complain about getting a whole extra set of hardware. All right, so I mean, here's one of the things that I wanted to point out, because I kind of already cheated. It literally comes with this, so why wouldn't I put it up there? So you know the stats already. It's slightly under 7 inches. It's a 3-inch blade, and it's 4.4 ounces. Here's what's intriguing me. The Bad Habits mofo, I guess it's not gonna be good enough comparison down there. It's too far away. I'm just saying, even though it's small, it's got a pretty, it's a thick handle. It's not thick like stupid thick, but just comparing it to either one of these, that was a Bad Habits mofo. This is a Off-Grid Knives Black Mamba V2 made by Bestech. And both of those are Thai. And this is micarta. This lock does nothing at all except for lock it when the blade is out, so you're not accidentally pressing the button. So it kind of locks it into a fixed blade position. Other than that, it does not even move when it's down here because the button is not out. It is already in, so you cannot slide it over. It came with a whole bunch of oil. And I don't mean like covering the blade, like helping for corrosion resistance or something. I mean like I wiped it off, I cleaned it up, and then I had more oil and stuff coming out. Cleaned it up. I mean, I didn't want to take it apart for no reason. Just right off the bat, I know that there's a spring in there, and I watched a video. I will do a video, my own video of taking it apart, but so overall, I like it. I mean, something that I have to think about when I do these, when I make these videos, is price point. I mean, if this thing was $300, would I like it? No, it wouldn't be worth it. Am I comparing this to knives that are $300, $400, $500? No, not at all. For a little over $100, it's pretty good. Again, it is Nitro V. You can see the clip and how much would be sticking out of your pocket. I mean, considering it's a small knife, I guess it's not that much, but that is probably 3/4 of an inch at the longest part. Action, really like it. Slaps out of there. Once I cleaned it off and got a lot of the excess extra oil that really didn't need to be, it's become drop shut. And part of that's broken in, part of that's because of the oil. but it's pretty fidgety, I guess. It still fills the hand. See, if it was this size, but it was slim like some of the other small knives out there, I don't think I would like it. But it fills your hand satisfying for how the overall length is. It's kind of an interesting size. But this is my knife. I bought it, paid full price for it. I've pocketed it, carried it. I think I've opened a bag of dog food with it, cat food, maybe either or both. The texture of the micarta is good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't think it's going to last that long. I don't mean like as in together, I just mean as in the black itself being on it and it's slightly coming undone, because I haven't even had it for a week yet. And I'm seeing 2 or 3 little rough spots on it. But, you know, that's what's going to happen when you're carrying a knife. It's got speed holes. The G10 version, I don't know, one of the versions makes it really loud and clear that the liners are G10, but the other version does not specify. And it's basically the only thing that's missing on this is it's not mentioning that. So if I was to bet money on it, I would say that the liner on this is steel. And you can see how many holes there are in there. They did way more than those big speed holes. But I believe the G10 one has G10 liners, because every store I've seen it at makes it loud and clear that one version of these has G10 liners where the other one does not specify it. Now I understand that, you know, they get information from the, you know, directly the manufacturer's website and they just copy and paste it. So that's probably the reason I'm seeing it at the same place, the same info. It does have really big bearings in this knife. Yeah, I figured it was going to be almost impossible to get it on camera. Overall, I like it. I think they did pretty good with the size, weight, price range, combination. Some people are going to knock it because of the clip. Some people are going to knock it because of the overall length, or, you know, the 3-inch blade. As far as the lock goes, I'm not one of these guys that's going to sit there and cut myself by spine whacking it. I'm not positive how good or strong this particular pivot lock is, but I'm saying it does feel more substantial than the size and price would indicate. That's what I guess what I'm getting at. And because of the nature of the lock, yes, it is fidgety. So, combination of price, how it feels in the hand, I like it. I think they did pretty damn good on them.